Is your past or your sin preventing you from experiencing relational peace? I was raised in a Christian home. I went to church multiple days a week, and I was viewed at by many people as the Christian guy, the good guy, the person who had it all together. And little did they know, I lived a totally different life when other people weren't watching. I lived a life of sin, of addiction, a life that was really self-destructive. Because of that sin that I clung onto, because I lived in a place of isolation, I began to experience some serious relational tension. With those that I was close to, I was pushing far away. I grew cold and distant. I had a short temper. I was really hard to be around. And not only did my sin affect with the people that I was closest to, but it also prevented me from establishing true, deep friendships with others. I held everyone at arm's length because I was afraid of showing them who I truly was. And it wasn't until about 5 years ago where I began to experience relational peace and healing. First, I went to God, and I couldn't even believe it. I wasn't even going to Him with my sin, but I went to Him and I confessed and I asked for forgiveness. And on top of that, I also asked that He'd provide me with an opportunity to confide in someone that I trust, someone that loves me, so that I can confess and share what I've been holding on to and what's been weighing me down. And He did just that. About 5 years ago, I was in my room and just overwhelmed with the weight of sin, and began to enter into this season of depression. And I hear this knock at my door, and it's my dad. And I want to give you a little background story. I was raised in a Hispanic home, and we did not share our emotions, our thoughts, our feelings. We brushed everything under the rug, and we kept moving forward like nothing was wrong. So my dad enters my room, he sits down, and he looks at me and he says, "Son, what's wrong?" And I thought it was a trick because we don't have these sort of conversations. I'm like, this is a setup, what's going on? And then it clicked. This is the opportunity that I prayed for. Ask God to provide me with somebody that loves me so that I can confess, to provide a safe space so that I can share this load with somebody else. And I jumped on the opportunity. I laid out everything in front of my dad, and he didn't respond with anger. He didn't respond with bitterness or disappointment or condemnation. He responded with love and with grace and with mercy. And because of that honest conversation, because I was able to confess, peace was restored in my dad and I's relationship. And not only that one, but I was able to move forward and begin building long-lasting friendships. The enemy wants us to believe that the sin we're holding on to, the lies that we believe each and every day, have great power. But I'm here to tell you that the power that conquers sin and death resides in you and me through the Spirit of the living God. And that's the power that can overcome all things. And I say all of this to get to the main point in saying integrity can restore peace in our relationships. Whether it's the relationships you have now or the future relationships that He will bring in your life. I want you to listen to Proverbs 28:13. It says, "People who conceal their sins will not prosper, but if they confess and turn from them, they will receive mercy." I'm here to tell you today, whatever you're holding on to, whatever is weighing you down, whatever is hindering you from fully experiencing relational peace with those in your life or those ahead in the future, God wants to exchange that with His mercy. And He uses those that are around you to be a reflection of His mercy. So don't continue dwelling in a false sense of security in your place of hiding or in your sin, but confess to someone that loves you and that you trust, and walk securely in God's grace today. Don't let your past or your sin prevent you from experiencing relational peace. My name is Pablo. Thanks for watching my short sermon.